It's Western Hills versus Frankfort High. The girls will take the court. Coming up after this, it's part 2 of your FPB Cable 10 Game of the Week. Welcome back, everybody. We are ready for some girls action now. I am Jason Hyde along with Meredith Plant, and we are going to have a matchup tonight of a couple teams that somebody's going to end a losing skid, Meredith. So that's good news for somebody.
Yes, so Western Hills has lost 3 in a row to Danville, Mercer County, and Franklin County, and Frankfort High has lost their last 4. So, yeah, someone's going to snap that streak tonight and get the new year off on a good track.
Yeah, so these teams both come in with losing records on the season. And for Western Hills, they are led by Coach Jana Hughes. This is her 2nd season at the helm for the Lady Wolverines. And for Frankfort, it is Coach Maurice Garrett, first-year coach, and of course Darren Norman, the longtime head coach at Frankfort High, has, I guess, moved on. And so, Meredith, this Western Hills team is, I'll just tell you, here's my personal opinion.
All right.
I haven't quite got a good handle on what their game plan is, because Bree Wolf, number 1, sophomore, has shown me when I see her in the game, she always seems to be making an impact, but she doesn't start, doesn't seem to play a whole lot of minutes, but she is the 2nd leading scorer, so
she could be that spark off the bench that they want to keep that going. Possibly, I don't know. I have to tell you, I'm feeling a little nostalgic right now, watching them warm up. So we'll figure out their game here.
This is a layup line that you once participated in.
That's right.
So, yeah, it's if you just take off running and, hit the line and say, let me get some shots up, that's okay. We'll hold it down until you get back.
Right.
I understand.
Little bit of nostalgia. It's been a few years. I will tell you, Jason, they got a new court the year after I graduated, so.
Yep.
I was like, oh, come on.
That's the way it goes. Well, we'll step aside, take a quick break, and come back with some more pregame action before the girls take the court for real here on Cable 10.
Call David Toll's Auto Pro for all your automotive needs.
Don't let your car keep you from making important plans. Take it to David Toll's Auto Pro, 515 Duncan Road and 1348 Versailles Road.
Game of the Week is brought to you by J.O. Osborne with the Franklin County Farm Bureau. The Franklin County Farm Bureau's J.O. Osborne wishes all of our local teams a healthy, competitive, and successful season. J.O. and Kentucky Farm Bureau have been insuring Frankfort since 1943. With them on your team, when you experience a loss from an accident or storm, it can be a real game changer.
Game of the Week is brought to you by David Toll's Auto Pro. You're in good hands with David Toll's Auto Pro. Bring your vehicle to us for the best repairs in the Frankfort area. 2 locations at 1348 Versailles Road and 515 Duncan Road. And check us out at davidtollsautopro.com.
Kentucky Farm Bureau agents wear a lot of hats. They're coaches, volunteers, church members, neighbors, someone who's there when you need them, especially when you need them most. That may be a lot of hats, but they're all the perfect fit. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
We are just about ready for starting lineups, but before we get there, Meredith, this Frankfort team, led by a couple of juniors, Charlie Ann Robinson and Kendall Cook. And Kendall Cook's a player that is kind of a jack of all trades. We've seen her in basketball and on the volleyball court as well. A very talented player, second leading scorer here on the basketball team. So I would expect to see some good things from her tonight.
Definitely sounds like she's an incredible athlete, and we'll see what she brings tonight against the Western Hills Wolverines.
It's going to be the Lady Panthers up first. We will get the call on their starters. So we're still getting the PA announcements here before we get going. I also would mention we're going to see number 12, Taylin Wade, an up-and-comer. She was playing last year as a 7th grader, and now even as an 8th grader, she is the 3rd leading scorer on this team, almost in double figures. As there we see number 0, it's CC Barnett. Number 3, there's Charlie Ann Robinson. Number 5 is Brooklyn Payton. She's a feisty senior leader on this team. There's 23, that's Kendall Cook. And finally, kind of there, you've got number 33, a sophomore, Taylor Gaines. Now we'll swing it around for our starting 5 from Western Hills. Mentioned, coached by Jana Hughes.
Also see former Miss Kentucky basketball, Connie Goins.
Yeah,
they're on the bench, or next to the bench.
That's right. She has been an assistant coach for a few seasons now, I believe, for Western Hills. There's number 4, Sakota Wilder, sophomore guard, followed by Mackenzie Hellard. She's a senior forward. Number 11 is Ellie Roberts, leading scorer on the team at 8.5 points a game. Sarah Ayers, a junior. And finally, it's number 22, Shelby Simpson, just a sophomore.
Now, I could be mistaken, but it looked like a former teammate of mine was by the Western Hills bench, Molly Wade. But I could only see the back of her, so I'll have to give you confirmation later, Jason.
We'll check in on that. So it's going to be Kendall Cook in there against Shelby Simpson for the opening tip. And this game is officially underway. Barnett has it. There's Robinson with the drive, picks up her dribble. Now Frankfort will look to set the offense. Robinson drives baseline, pull up, too strong. Wilder looks to get the Wolverine offense going, but there's a turnover poked away by a Panther defender, and Charlie Ann Robinson all the way, left hand, basket's good. Ayers with it, finds a three-pointer from the wing. That's Ellie Roberts.
Now, I like that because she spotted up and took her time taking that shot.
Robinson with another jumper, no, and is that a push in the back against Barnett? It is.
Good hustle foul, but also not a foul that you want to make this early in the game.
And she was never going to win that rebound.
No.
Sometimes you got to know when to let it go. Here's Roberts. Swing pass too tall for Wilder. Ayers coming out now to provide some pressure. Boy, it could have been a reach-in on Wilder. But that was good defense. That was Hellard. Got all ball.
Frankfort High was looking for the foul, but I agree. I think it was all ball. She just stripped it away.
Roberts gets it back on the baseline, goes up too strong. Charlie Ann Robinson will go all the way up and good.
Western Hills is going to have to stop her. They can't let her drive the entire length of the floor every single time.
Deep three-pointer for Wilder. The bank is still open.
Hey, those count too.
We saw one on that same goal earlier in the boys' game. Here's a three on the Frankfort side. That was Taylor Gaines putting it up. Wilder can't quite get a handle on it. Somehow manages to bring it into the front court.
I am not sure how she managed to hang on to the ball, but she did.
Ayers, pump fake, stripped away by Barnett.
Good D by Frankfort High.
Robinson will wait for the rest of her teammates to catch up. Now she'll pull up for a three-pointer. It's good.
And Western Hills is in a 2-3 defense, and they can't let those Frankfort High Lady Panthers get too many of those outside shots. Got to apply pressure on the perimeter, even though you're in a 2-3.
Down low to Simpson, too strong. Roberts with the offensive board. Robinson, step back, jumper. Off the mark this time. Open look, Meredith, but that's kind of in that same range we were talking about earlier in the boys' game about if you're going to be that far, go ahead and take the three.
Yeah, no long twos, no long twos. That's what Coach Cal says.
The analytics say it is not a good shot. Gaines puts up another three-pointer. This one blocked.
Probably not the look that Frankfort High was going for.
Ayers on the drive and a block from behind by Robinson. Leaves Ayers open for a putback. No, but Roberts will head to the line. Sure who they called that one on. There were a few participants that in the vicinity. I think they're going to say Brooklyn Payton. That is a high arcing free throw attempt. Myra Harris comes in for Frankfort High in place of Taylor Gaines. Up and in on both. And Western Hills now out to a 10-7 lead. Payton will inbound as Wilder is all over Barnett. And this time we're going to get the reach in on Wilder.
I do like that Western Hills is applying pressure on the guards, just all the way down, up and down the court. But you got to watch for those reach-in fouls. They'll get you.
And here comes Bree Wolf, number 1 for Western Hills. We'll see what kind of spark she provides. Immediately pokes it away. Frankfort High gets it into Robinson. As we also see Denise Waddell there, number 15 for Western Hills, providing the pressure on Robinson.
Good, excellent defense. Frankfort High having a little bit of trouble getting in an offensive rhythm here due to the defensive pressure.
That was Kendall Cook's first touch of the game. She got fouled on the drive before the bucket went up, though. Panthers inbound. Peyton's shot no good. Looks like we're going to keep it on this end.
She was right where she needed to be. Just take it up a little bit stronger when you're down low like that. She'll get it next time.
They run a play to get Cook an open three just off the mark, and it's Bree Wolf who comes away with it for Western Hills. And she just loses the handle.
I think she might have dribbled it off her foot.
This game had a pretty fast-paced action in the first 3-4 minutes or so, but it's really slowed down since then.
Yeah, and I don't think it's due to fatigue, because I've noticed both teams have subbed in a lot, so it just could be the pace that they prefer.
The whistles have picked up a little bit more as well. Gaines is going to check in again for Frankfort High. She's going to come in for Peyton. See Coach Garrett there providing some instruction to his senior. Wolf almost lost the handle again and then makes a bad pass.
I think she got a little rush there.
It was Cook bringing it up. Now Robinson. Frankfort taking their time now, trying to get into an offensive set. And a turnover off the foot of Robinson.
Both teams, Jason, playing a little sloppy right now. Just need to make crisper passes and take care of the ball a little bit better.
And we're going to get a timeout taken by Frankfort, their first. We'll go with them. We've got 2:02 left in the first quarter. We'll be back after this. It's your Cable 10 Game of the Week.
In today's fast-paced housing market, you need realtors with experience who understand that timing is essential when finding the perfect home for the right price. Tim and Rebecca Hubbard with Exit Realty Crutcher are here to ensure that you and your family have a positive experience from start to finish.
Real estate is what we do,
and families are why we do it.
Ten to 7 here in the early going. It is Western Hills on top. In a game that has seen its struggles so far, neither team really seems to have got things figured out just yet.
Yeah, both teams seem a little out of sync.
And we got another turnover and then a jump ball.
And Jason, I got a confirmation that that was or is Molly Wade, my former teammate from Western Hills on the Western Hills bench.
Very
she
good.
was point guard when I was playing forward. Loved playing with her.
Jumper off the mark from Roberts, but will still be Western Hills ball. Ayers will inbound it.
Something from the cheerleaders fell on the floor. I can't tell.
Oh, if you didn't see that, the ref handed some pom-pom shards to one of the cheerleaders, and she said thanks, and then just dumped it on the floor. That's my play of the game.
Well, you know, what are you supposed to do with it?
Yeah, I don't want that.
Thanks.
Give me your trash. Had a shot there from Molly Wade as Roberts makes the first free throw. Robinson tears down the board, and she's off to the races. Little hesitation move, and the shot comes up short, but out of bounds on the baseline. Frankfort will get a second chance at it.
Oh, that's unfortunate for Western Hills. You got to hate it when you step on the line when you get a rebound.
Is this court regulation size or what? Inbound to Summers. Kick it out. Robinson, three-pointer. She nearly banked one in. This time it will be Hill's ball.
Both teams are really battling for the rebounds. You can see some physicality out there. And I like the hustle.
Yeah, the effort seems to be pretty good from both teams so far. There's Roberts. Boy, that was an awkward looking shot, but it went in for her.
Hey, if it went in, it went in. But she definitely has a lot of arch on her shot, and I think that's good because if she has a taller defender on her, she can get it right up over top of them.
And just a good quick release. Never brought the ball down. Kept it nice and high. Waddell checks back in for Western Hills as we had a foul on Wilder. That was her second, so she'll head to the bench. Frankfort High has been on a dry spell of late. They need to find some points. There's Robinson. They called it a three. I thought her foot was on the line.
Yeah.
Doesn't really matter because the ball was on the line.
Western Hills, I'd hold out for the last shot here, but hey, she had a wide open layup, so hey,
yeah,
what do I know?
You know, when they leave the lane wide open for you, it's kind of hard to pass that one up. Here's Barnett, and that's a charge.
A little bit out of control there. I know what she was looking at. She was looking for an easy layup, but Western Hills right there.
Good rotational defense, and it's going to give Western Hills a chance for another look at a bucket. See if they hold for one here with just 31 seconds to go. Good ball movement from Western Hills. Waddell in the corner, splits the defenders, kicks the ball out of bounds. It'll be over to Frankfort.
Frankfort's got plenty of time to get some points on the board here, but looks like Western Hills is going to apply full court pressure.
They're able to get it into Barnett. A few hard dribbles, gets her across half court. Gaines has it, back out to Barnett.
Someone's got to shoot.
2 seconds on the clock, and that's going to do it. No shot for Frankfort, and so 15-7 is going to end it. It was a rough ending to the first quarter for Frankfort High. The Western Hills finds themselves on top by 8. We'll be back with the second quarter after this.
Game of the Week is brought to you by Tim and Rebecca Hubbard with Exit Realty Crutcher. Choose local realtors that treat you like family because real estate is what we do and families are why we do it.
Game of the Week is brought to you by Estate Tree Service. We have a solution for all your tree care needs. Estate Tree Service provides expert tree care and preservation. Call 502-229-5258 for a free estimate.
Game of the Week is brought to you by Bob Allen. Bob Allen is Frankfort's dealmaker. Shop Bob Allen for a winning selection of new Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram, as well as pre-owned. Click and save at boballenfrankfort.com. Bob Allen is a proud sponsor of high school athletics.
Game of the Week halftime show is brought to you by Classic Gold. Art-carved class rings are available at Classic Gold Master Jewelers on 859 East Main Street in Frankfort.
Welcome back, everybody. Jason Hyatt alongside Meredith Plant. This is your girls' version of Western Hills and Frankfort High. And Frankfort High, I believe, is going to get the ball. Do they have the possession? Yeah, for this beginning of the second quarter. And Meredith, Frankfort High's got to find a way to get off the schneid here. They haven't scored in a long time.
No, they need to put the ball in the basket. I'd like to see a little bit more crisp passing. Oh, now we got a call.
Yeah, technical, I believe, on Coach Garrett, maybe? I think he pointed to the Frankfort bench. It doesn't seem... Definitely a technical, and I don't know if he said something, but he's not very happy at the moment.
Coach is not happy at all. And I'll be honest, I'm not real sure what he's unhappy about.
Yeah, I'd be curious to hear more about this. But it's going to mean 2 free throws for Western Hills. It's Aubrey Perkins into the game. First time we've seen her. We're going to have a look here. Yeah, you can see Coach Garrett right there called for Myra Harris to check into the game, and that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and you can't do that on television. That's an old Nickelodeon reference for those that don't remember.
I don't remember. But I do know that basketball is 5 on 5.
It's 5 on 5, right? Yeah.
Just confirming with you.
Yep. So video evidence shows, I'm not sure Coach has a leg to stand on this one. You put 6 players on the court. There's Perkins' pass deflected. Scrum for it. Western Hills comes away with it. A 3-point attempt for Roberts. No good. Ayers, though, chases down the board. Cook in there fighting for it. Can't get it. And Western Hills will continue the possession. Ayers for 3. Again, no good. Out of bounds. It'll stay here. That was Cook that poked it out.
That was a great look, though. Western Hills was patient, passing around the perimeter. You can't ask for a better shot than that. It just didn't fall.
Ayers nearly lost it out of bounds as Western Hills is working on the longest possession of all time, and it's going to end in 2 points.
Patience, Jason, patience.
That's right. Pays off for Shelby Simpson, and we got a foul in the backcourt. This time on Ayers.
You can't put your hand on them the entire time they're dribbling down the floor. They're going to call that.
Peyton will inbound it for Frankfort. First team foul there in the second quarter. Oh, close to a travel from Robinson. It ends up as a 3-point attempt for Cook. Well off. Drive by Roberts. Floater. No, but another offensive rebound. That was Perkins in there fighting for it. Some substitutions here. It'll be Waddell checking back in. There's a 3-pointer from Gaines, no good. Peyton with the rebound on the weak side.
Looks like Frankfort High has a bit of a size advantage, so as a former post player, I say look inside.
Yeah, the outside has not been working, so we could try something different. Out of bounds, it'll be Western Hills ball. And Meredith, I wish I had paid more attention, I guess, to what the clock said the last time that we saw Frankfort High put points on the board, because It feels like we were going on, nearly a quarter's worth of action.
Yeah, it's been a bit of a dry spell, and they just need to get over this hump and just shoot through it, right? That's about all you can do.
Close attempt for Simpson, no good. Open look for Barnett. That one won't go either. There's a lid on it.
And it was a great look, just didn't fall for her.
Drive inside and swatted away. That was Hellard going up for it.
Great defense there.
And was that Kendall Cook with the big block? I told you she played volleyball. She
Looked like a
can get up.
volleyball move.
That's right. So left-handed attempt by Kaylin Davis, senior player for Western Hills. Just checked into the game. That's Cook with the jumper, short.
Frankfort High, the ball's just not going in for them. If I was their coach, I would say crash the boards. Try and get that offensive rebound, get an easy 2. Last possession, we didn't see anyone crashing, so.
Deep 2 from Simpson, way strong, out of bounds. Still be Western Hills ball. They get it into Waddell and immediately go right back into Ayers, but a travel.
She knew what she wanted to do. Her feet just did it before she could get the ball on the floor.
You got to get those two things synced up. But she gets almost a steal. Just ran out of real estate. Cook open. She'll take it. And there we go.
A long 2. We finally broke the dry spell.
Yeah, that was a long 2, but I think in that situation, you got to pull the trigger on that. You're open, you better take it.
Agreed.
Cook goes up high for the rebound. But she is swarmed in the backcourt, nowhere to go, and Coach Guerra's going to take a timeout to save a possession. 4:22 to go in the half. Western Hills on top, 18-9 after this bucket from Kendall Cook. We'll be back on your FPB Game of the Week after this.
The Game of the Week Play of the Game is brought to you by Expree Credit Union. Expree Credit Union wishes all our local teams a great season. Show your local spirit with a spirited debit card featuring your school colors and mascot. Open an Expree Spirited account today and let the rivalry continue. Federally insured by NCUA.
See Coach Garrett there trying to rally the troops for Frankfort High. But they're on a 2-0 run, so that's worth something, right?
It is worth something. And Jason, look at the score, 18-9. Frankfort High is not at all out of this game. This is in reach. They just keep shooting, look for the easy 2s, be patient with the ball.
That's a good point. It's a team that's been on a, 5, 6, at least 7-minute dry spell. But yet, you're only down 9.
It just feels worse when you're not hitting.
Yeah.
But
I guess
you look at the score, only down 9. That's not bad.
Context is everything, and when you're down 9, but you only have 9, that's a little bit different, I guess. Good battle inside for the rebound, and I think we saw some steps. That was Myra Harris. Kaylin Davis with it, and
ooh, close call there, almost no travel.
Good backdoor cut by Perkins, and she blows it.
Sometimes you can be too open and psych yourself out.
Maybe was anticipating some contact that never came. She's got a little smile on her face. That was a really good cut, though.
Western Hills bringing out their pressure, full court press.
There's Robinson. And this time all the way to the rim. That was probably the best move we've seen all night.
That was sweet. I think Frankfort High's in a 2-3 here.
They get a turnover. Barnett pushes it ahead, a wide open Kendall Cook, and she misses the bunny.
Oh, Western Hills got lucky there. She was pretty open.
This goes back to Robinson on the drive, up and under.
That's a WNBA move right there.
She looks the part, that's for sure.
Strong, taking it strong to the basket.
Panthers knock that away. Ayers passes it out. Now it's Wolf with the ball. They look back to get a call. Ayers shot blocked. Battle for the board. Cook able to save it for the Panthers, and Robinson off to the races. Goes right at the defender and scores it.
She's feeling it right now.
Just like that, they've cut it to 5, and boy, if they could have had that Cook layup back, they'd really like where they were at. 3-point attempt from Wilder, no, and Cook's going to draw a foul. I believe we're going to call that one on Wolf. Her first of the game. Panthers with a chance to cut into this lead a little bit more. Good drive and kick. Payton, shot blocked. And then a steal in the backcourt. It's Robinson for 2 more. Don't look now, but this is a 1-possession game all of a sudden. Out of bounds. Frankfort ball.
If you're Western Hills, that is not what you want to see, is unforced error.
Boy, yeah, you can see that Roberts she never realized Robinson was still hanging out in that corner. And it cost them 2 points, and now all of a sudden you've got Western Hills really the one that seems like they're on the ropes, and it's Frankfort High with all the momentum. Here is Charlie Ann Robinson. She has been the motor in this Frankfort team all night long. Nobody could get anything going for a long time, but once Kendall Cook broke the seal, it has opened the door for Charlie Ann Robinson. She has been pouring them in the last couple of minutes and brought her team all the way back within 3. Cook, 3-pointer, no good. Out of bounds, and I think it's going to come back over to Frankfort. See there, poked away, and yeah, good call. Refs were right on it, but the shot's off the mark for Payton. Ayers, or excuse me, that's Wilder now out there with it. 3-point attempt is up and off the mark. That's Gracie Chappell, a junior, just into the game. Gaines, 3-pointer, she wanted it, she got it.
What do they say? Shooters got to shoot, and she's been trying all night. I'm glad she finally knocked one down.
And just like that, we've got a tie game. It was 18-9 just a few moments ago. 3-point attempt, no good from Ayers, and opportunity for Frankfort. It's a drive by Robinson, foul on the floor. We'll see how the Panthers want to play out this final 30 seconds of the half.
If it was me, get it to number 3, Robinson. But Frankfort High does have plenty of time on the clock. They don't need to rush a shot.
They do inbound to Robinson. She has to chase it down, though, but now she's got it secured. Waddell all over. She finds Barnett, and now she'll pull it out. They're going to run a little clock. No. Well, they can't seem to decide what they want to do.
They're looking for that final last shot, but
under 10 now. Cook drive, baseline, just off the mark. Battle for the board. Frankfort comes away with it, then loses it. Whistle, and we're going to see if they say any time left. That's going to be the key. It's a jump ball, but is it as time expired? Refs are discussing if there should be any time left. It was close.
I can hear someone yelling, "It's a jump ball!"
And I think they're going to say 1 second. The ref is coming over to the table to discuss. And they are going to put some time back up. Here's a look at it. Yeah, clearly you can see the ref put the hand up, the whistle blew. The question is how much are they? They haven't put it on the board. Yeah, they're already ready for the third quarter. There we go, 1.1.
Got to inbound quick and shoot it immediately.
They look at cutting Robinson. She got it, and it's good. Frankfort High is going to take the lead at half in a game that they could not score to save their life for long stretches of time.
Excellent execution there.
See the cut from Robinson just came around the quasi screen from Peyton and perfectly executed. Got it off in time. And Frankfort High is going to take a 20-18 lead, and we've got a ball game on our hands, folks. We will take a break and come back with your Classic Gold Master Jewelers halftime.
Game of the Week halftime show is brought to you by Classic Gold. Art-carved class rings are available at Classic Gold Master Jewelers on 859 East Main Street in Frankfort.
Classic Gold Master Jewelers has an amazing selection of jewelry that anyone will love. Classic Gold also provides custom services like pearl restringing, engraving, watch repair, ring resizing, and custom designs. Classic Gold Master Jewelers, 859 East Main Street.
Halftime, Western Hills Lady Wolverines with the lead, 20-18. And now here is the Western Hills dance team. Here are some first half highlights for you in a game that was a bit of a struggle for a while, but boy, things really got interesting here in the second quarter as Frankfort came just flying back into this thing, and we've suddenly got a ball game on our hands, Meredith.
Yeah, Frankfort High definitely, they were down by as many as 9 at one point, and it's number 3 right there, Robinson, who has brought them back into this game. There she lays it up nice and easy.
Yeah, it looked like Western Hills was going to be in control of this one, but things just completely flipped once Frankfort High got going, and you said it. It was just a matter of they just needed to get one bucket to get things going, and that completely turned everything. Western Hills went from looking to be pretty much in control to they seemed all out of sorts.
Yeah, Western Hills definitely kind of suffered a little bit there in the end of the second quarter, but I look for them to come out refreshed, rejuvenated. You know, you just got to shake it off. Number 3, she just made some big, huge plays, but just stop her and maybe back in the game a little bit.
Speaking of big plays, that 3-pointer by Gaines was a big one. That was really a big momentum shifter, but none bigger than this right here at the end of the half as Robinson got the inbound pass at the buzzer to give Frankfort High the lead, and that's where we stand 20-18. Frankfort on top of Western Hills. This has been your Classic Gold Master Jewelers halftime show, and we will be back with the second half in just a few minutes on your Cable 10 Game of the Week.
Classic Goldmaster Jewelers, 859 East Main Street.
Tune in to Around 10, Frankfort's very own morning show. We cover all the happenings in the capital city every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 10 a.m. live on Cable 10, Facebook, and YouTube. Remember, if it happens around town, it's on Around 10.
In a game that looked like it might be one-sided after one quarter, we have gone the other direction. And now it's looking like we may be in for the long haul, but it's been a game of runs, so we'll see how it goes. I'm Jason Hyatt along with Meredith Plant, and this game of the week between Western Hills and Frankfort High. It's a quick shot right out of the gate for Roberts. She was hot earlier and then went quiet.
And that is exactly what Western Hills needed to do right out of the gate. Just assert dominance, get tied up.
It's a bad pass from Robinson right to Roberts. Perkins starting the second half. Gets it down low to, that was Shelby Simpson. And now a steal maybe, loose ball. Waddell's gonna come away with it. And she misses the layup. That's 3 layups that we've seen missed tonight. But Perkins able to clean it up, and Coach Garrett wants a quick timeout.
Yeah, Frankfort High definitely needs to stop this run that Western Hills is on.
You can see here is Perkins, who got it all started, reaching in, battle for it. And Perkins and Waddell starting the second half, and I don't think they started the game. Nice bucket for Perkins there. As Coach Garrett saying this is not what we talked about at halftime.
Right, he's coaching them up, giving them some encouragement. They don't need to get down on themselves.
Yeah, they were down by 9 earlier and came back and took a 2-point lead, so they know that they can.
Somebody said something funny there during that timeout, so.
Yeah, they're staying loose anyway.
Yeah.
It's going to be Western Hills ball with a 4-point lead. Well, it says a game of runs, and it's been a 6-0 for Western Hills here in just a minute and 6 seconds. Barnett gets around Ayers, finds Cook, open 3, wouldn't drop.
Now that was a great shot, just didn't fall, but she was wide open.
Waddell down low to Perkins, goes to work on Cook, batted away, and Gaines is gonna maybe, yeah, she fights for it, she's got it. Panthers swinging it around the outside a little bit.
Western Hills in a 2-3 zone. They're gonna make Frankfort shoot from the outside.
Well, it's Gaines with another look. This one's short. Barnett, though, boy, smallest player on the court, going in there getting a rebound, and they're all laughing about it. We'll see here on that pass down low. Western Hills lost the handle, and then Gaines, give me that ball. Barnett unable to connect on the first free throw. And in statistics that nobody really wants to talk about, but you know, statistics are statistics. 27% on the season for Miss Barnett. So
4 free throws.
Yeah.
A lot of times that's mental.
Here's Simpson. Got a whistle. I think it's a reach in. Call it on Peyton. Simpson, on the other hand, 68%, so that's respectable at the high school level. Yeah, a big swipe up, and the referee was right there to see it. Simpson puts in both free throws, and it's a 6-point lead now for Western Hills.
Western Hills back in a man-to-man, disrupting Frankfort High. They think they're in one defense and then they switch to another, so it's kind of hard to get in a rhythm that way.
3-point attempt for Robinson. Oh, that one tried to go in. Cook, though, battle for it, and again, it's Barnett who comes away with it. No, and a foul.
That was pure hustle. I love to see it. I love to see a point guard get down in there, box out, grab the rebound. Twice.
There we see Heller checking back in. She was one of those that started the game, but not the second half. We got a 3-pointer from Gaines in and out, but a whistle away from the ball. See Myra Harris there with the old shuffle of the feet. Waddell open, and that's good.
I was going to say, Jason, sometimes you can get in a hurry setting those picks. You're anticipating the pick and roll.
Cook. Oh, well, they needed that one, and that did everything but go in. So Frankfort High back on a dry spell here. They have not scored so far in the third quarter. Wolf with the drive, draws the foul. That's going to go against Harris.
Western Hills doing a great job crashing the boards.
And that was the third personal on Harris and third team foul of the third quarter for Frankfort. Wolf's free throw no good. See Wilder there checking back in. No damage done on that trip by Western Hills. Barnett finds Robinson, deep two, it's good.
She is on her A game tonight.
Western Hills trying to work it into the paint, batted away. Here goes Robinson, 1-on-3. And she'll draw the foul against Roberts.
Robinson might be single-handedly pulling Frankfort High back into this game.
Well, she did it once. We'll see if she's got another one in her. It's a good-looking free throw. So Robinson's doing her part. Pulled them back within 5. We're over halfway through the third quarter. Last time Frankfort made a run, Western Hills seemed to tense up. We'll see how they respond this time. And whoa, is that number 4 on Harris? No doubt.
She had the right idea, just got a little bit out of control there with her body.
So she'll have to come out of the game. It was Peyton that came back in for her. A good inbound, but can't finish at the rim was Perkins. Robinson with the drive and the bucket.
You can't let her do that if you're Western Hills, but she's tough.
And we're back down to a one-possession game. Hellard with a turnover. Here comes Cook. She will take it. Short. And a steal and a putback. Again, no good. She just cannot get it to go.
You can tell she's a little bit frustrated.
And that's, you called it.
Yep.
That's a frustration push.
And I feel her pain. I know what that feels like when you just keep rebounding your own shot over and over and cannot get it to drop.
And that was the 5th team foul of this third quarter, so it's going to send Western Hills to the line for 2. New rule in high school basketball this year.
So does this put them in the bonus for the rest of the half?
Just the quarter.
Just the quarter,
Yeah,
okay.
so it's they're going to, the girls' college rules of there is no more 1-and-1, but 5 team fouls in a quarter sends you to the line for 2 the rest of the quarter.
Oh, that is going to hurt Frankfort High because there's still 2:48 left in this quarter, and it's been a pretty physical game so far.
Good free throw shooting there from Perkins, and back comes Frankfort. Robinson looking to stay hot, passes it up to Peyton. She'll take the 3, and good box out by Perkins. Jump ball, the referees come running in for that.
Great hustle by both teams there.
Possession error will give it to Frankfort.
I could tell on that last play that Frankfort High had on offense, they are looking to get the ball to number 3, Robinson. She's been really hot since the end of the second quarter, so they want to keep that momentum going with her.
Panthers are all smiles and laughs right now. They've been in a jovial mood for most of this one anyway.
Well, you know, Jason, the
stolen
game
away.
is supposed to be fun.
That's right. Well, Kaylin Davis, well, she was having fun. She was on a one-on. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Well.
That's not what you want to see. That is not having fun.
And you see Brooklyn Payton walking away. We saw some of this from her last year. She's a player that plays with a chip on her shoulder and a little bit of an attitude that in some ways you like, but there comes a point, she got an elbow to start with, then a push, and that's the one that you don't want.
Yeah, you
Luckily,
can't.
she didn't connect.
It's good to play with emotion, but you have to play contained with that emotion.
And the referee's pulling over both coaches, and I would be shocked if there's not an ejection here.
She may not be let back into the game, whether it's by her own coach or the referees making that call. Just can't do that in high school basketball.
See Coach Garrett there talking to his team, and the refs are over conversing with Western Hills now. So it was Kaylin Davis, number 30 for Western Hills, and she looks like she's taking a seat on the bench. Yeah, so I don't think she's been ejected, because I don't think you get to stay on the bench if you get ejected, though I don't know that for absolute certain.
Well, my opinion, Jason, for what it's worth, is...
Oh, it's worth everything to me.
You keep both of those players on the bench for the rest of the game. They both took some swings. You just can't have that.
Back to action, and it's Roberts with the shot. Now Ayers. Oh, wouldn't go. Roberts was crashing the boards. That's what you wanted to see, but couldn't corral it. I guess I'll say shockingly, did they not call anything? Like,
they just let them
there
both
had to
sit.
be. I mean, you just watched a girl swing a punch, and you didn't call anything.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought perhaps a double technical, but.
And I guess that's the question: is if you have double technicals, do they, cut offset, so to speak, and there's no free throws, or I don't know how they handle that these days. In the old days, both teams would have shot two, but maybe they just say, let's skip the theatrics of that. Well, here goes Robinson. She's a blur and a bucket.
That was excellent ball control by Robinson, because the Western Hills players were all over her as she was going down the court.
Frankfort pulls back to within one possession. Wilder, open three, won't go. Gaines tipped that rebound over to Barnett. She finds Robinson. Gaines, she does not hesitate. Maybe she thought the shot clock was running out. And Cook hits the deck, and they call her for a travel. I thought, well, I guess that, excuse me, they're going to say she fell. I thought maybe she got a little help on the way down, but. Shot off the inbound is good for Simpson. She's played well tonight. Robinson gets open, and that one just wouldn't go. Waddell finds Wilder. Open three over on this side. That's good for Gracie Chappell.
Excellent ball movement by Western Hills there.
Barnett with a heave that won't go. So after three, it's 35-28. Western Hills ends the quarter on a run, and it's capped by that three-pointer right there by Chappell. We'll be back for the fourth quarter here on your FPB Game of the Week.
In 1972, a young David Tolles vowed to jump the Kentucky River on his big wheel. He did not make it. We can rebuild him. We have the capability to make the world's perfect mechanic. Better, stronger, faster. David Tolles Tires and Auto Service on Duncan Road.
Kentucky Farm Bureau agents wear a lot of hats. They're coaches, volunteers, church members, neighbors, someone who's there when you need them, especially when you need them most. That may be a lot of hats, but they're all the perfect fit. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
36-28, Western Hills with the lead, and that was a quarter where Western Hills sort of came to life. They doubled their score just in that one quarter.
Yeah, they really came together and played well after a tough second quarter. I really like that they came out. They were refocused. They're moving the ball well around the perimeter. They're looking inside. They're not forcing it inside, but when it's there, they're passing it in. And then Frankfort High is going to their bread and butter, which is number 3, Robinson. And she's been pretty unstoppable so far this game.
And we got a foul. I think it was a reach in. Maybe it was Simpson. I'm not sure.
You can't leave her open like that.
Yeah, fortunate that Robinson missed it, but she gets her own board, and this time the foul will be Simpson. The previous one was on Roberts, her second.
Great hustle by Robinson to keep getting the rebound after she misses her own shot.
She has certainly shown some fight in this one. You know, you mentioned earlier that Western Hills had a rough second quarter. They only scored 3 points in the second quarter.
Oh, my.
But a good bounce back with 18 in the third. Good screen from Simpson. They find Chappell cutting the baseline and a foul. And that's going to do it for Myra Harris. Not sure if I think she just figured it out. So that's going to end her evening. Well, that's just the saddest thing I've ever seen.
She does not look too happy right now.
Good inbounds play. Gets an open look for Wilder, and she got it.
Perfect execution there on the inbounds play. She was wide open.
Nobody covered the inbounder, and she made them pay for it. Pushes it back to a 10-point lead now, 39-29. But a good answer by Frankfort High. That's number 1. I don't even have a number 1 for Frankfort. Simpson momentarily had it. And then a jump ball, I think, maybe.
I think she got a little bit spooked by her own teammate. Thought she was coming up at her.
And no, they called a foul on number 1.
I thought she was going to shoot it again.
Wilder pulls it back out. And another whistle, this time going the other way.
If they keep up this pace, both teams are going to be in the bonus.
And yeah, you're right. That foul went against Simpson. Number 2 on her. Barnett finds Robinson. Pull up. Too strong, and it's Perkins down low. And speaking of Perkins, how about the cut through the lane?
Western Hills making it look easy there. Well, this leads now to 10 points for Western Hills.
Wild shot from Cook. It's not been her game tonight.
No.
And a foul on Barnett as Wilder went up.
Nice cut there to the basket.
Wilder to the line. She shoots at 77%. Short on the second, but it's Roberts. Can't get that to go.
Frankfort High got bailed out there. They got very lucky. Can't let Western Hills get those easy offensive boards.
It'll stay here with the Panthers. You just kind of have that feeling when Robinson has the ball, you just find yourself going, hey, you know, go ahead and shoot it, because it's probably as good a shot as you're going to get.
Yes, she has played tremendous this evening, probably the best on the entire team, and she's the one you want to get the ball to right now on offense.
Perkins with good position again. And that'll be a jump ball.
Number 33, Roberts, has really been hitting the offensive glass. Just can't get those putbacks to fall, but I like the hustle.
So the arrow stays with Western Hills. They've run some good inbounds plays in this one, and there's another one.
Oh, just drawn up perfect. Just couldn't get it to fall.
Yeah, Frankfort's going to have to start keeping an eye on the inbounder, because that's twice now that that person has flashed in. Keep an eye on number 10.
Cook just caught sleeping a little bit, watching the ball and not being aware of the inbounder. Frankfort High looking to press a little bit, which I think is probably a good move.
There's Hellard. No good. Boy, we've seen some shots that should be going in that from both teams that just haven't been there. Cook loses her balance, and a foul. We'll call that one on Barnett.
Some of them, Jason, haven't been falling because of the physicality of the game. Sometimes it's just mental, though. I think that last possession that we saw was just kind of a bit of a rush shot. Just need to slow down, take your time, lay it in when you're right there on the block.
Ayers to inbound, and they do it again. And again, the shot is no good. Oh, and I think that Ayers maybe hit her head on the court. Just hope she's okay is the first thing. She got taken down, yeah.
Looked like she bounced back up,
but
so hopefully she's okay.
That was clean. I think they just both had the ball. She just went with the ball. Got her around the arm a little bit, but
ooh,
oh, yeah,
ooh,
the forehead.
Looks like they just got tangled up, and those things happen.
Yeah, certainly nothing malicious there, but
no.
Yeah, keep an eye there on the noggin.
Whew.
And Ayers does come out of the game, so I'm sure they're checking on her.
If you're Western Hills right now, you got to be a little bit frustrated that you've been missing those bunny shots inside, because those are easy points.
Yeah, if they could have connected on just 2 or 3 more of those, they really would have had this thing salted away by now.
Yeah. But give Frankfort High credit. They're not laying down and dying. They're still in this game.
And as long as Charlie Ann Robinson's out there, if this thing stays within a few possessions, she can score in a hurry.
Yeah, she's proven that she can hit 6 to 8 points in a very short amount of time, so it ain't over till it's over.
We saw the Western Hills boys team earlier kind of struggle down the stretch in terms of hanging on to the ball, trying to kill clock. So it'll be interesting to see how the girls team does now in a similar position.
If I was Western Hills, I mean, ideally you'd like to hold on to the ball, but I feel like they've had some trouble doing that throughout the game, so.
There's an offensive board and put back for Roberts.
She has been hitting the glass all night long. I love to see it.
She's a very active player in anywhere around the paint. We've seen a couple games from her already. Cook with the handoff to Robinson, and boy, if those aren't going to go in for, then you know that might be as good as it's going to get. Roberts again. Here's Gaines. That may be the first non-3-pointer she's attempted tonight. As Barnett with another, that's like third offensive rebound in the second half, but runs.
You can't let Western Hills kick it up the floor that quick without a defender there.
Hellard leaked out on him. And now the lead has swelled to 15. Gaines with another long shot. No. Rebound into the hands of Roberts. 3-on-1. And this time Perkins is able to lay it in.
Frankfort High looking like they're getting a little tired, a little frustrated, a little dejected. I think a timeout here is good just to kind of regroup.
So we'll step aside with them, come right back for the final 2:11 of this Frankfort crosstown rivalry between Western Hills and Frankfort High.
Game of the Week halftime show is brought to you by Classic Gold. Art-carved class rings are available at Classic Gold Master Jewelers on 859 East Main Street in Frankfort.
Bob Allen of Frankfort wants to buy your pre-owned vehicle.
Your pre-owned car, truck, van, or SUV has never been worth more. And Bob Allen will pay you top dollar.
Bob Allen of Frankfort.
We pay more.
Just a reminder that at the conclusion of the game, we will have your Esprit Credit Union play of the game. So be sure to hang around for that, as we just have a short amount left in this one, as Western Hills is looking to top this one off. They have their largest lead of the game now at 50-33. Frankfort really hung around for a long time, but seemed to have just run out of juice.
Well, and Frankfort High had the lead at the half, just by 2 points, but still they had all the momentum coming in. But Western Hills has just really pulled together this second half.
Another three-point attempt from Cook that won't go. She has not been able to connect on much of anything. Wilder with the wild shot, but another offensive rebound. Chappell this time. Got a new player into the game for Frankfort High. I believe that is Autumn Wardlow. You see her there, number 2. She's just a 7th grader, but she sure does come in with some energy off the bench.
She sure has. I love her confidence. Playing with a bunch of high schoolers. She fits right in.
Loose ball. We'll call it a tie-up.
Looks like everyone's okay.
I think they may have burned out the light on the possession arrow on the scoreboard in this one. Madison Armstrong, number 0, right there with the ball for Western Hills. She's a freshman. And a nice pass to Hellard.
She had the open look, but she made the unselfish play.
That was Chappell with the good look. Hellard knocks in the first free throw. are just under a minute to go in this one now. And I think that the final score here is probably not going to be indicative of the, how close of a game this really was.
It really has been a pretty close game until the very end. Western Hills capitalized on some free throws and some layups down there on the block. Those amazing inbounds plays.
Yeah.
We had about 3 in a row there. And Frankfort High, just at the end, their shots just weren't falling.
That's a good point about the inbounds plays. I could actually point to those probably as maybe the turning point of this game because, even the ones that they didn't connect on, you felt the shift of this is a team starting to take control.
Well, and Frankfort High was getting frustrated because they knew that, I should be guarding the inbounder, and then they kept letting the inbounder be open. So, Western Hills looks like they got some new players in, Jason.
Yeah, so we got 24, Ashlyn Blankenship, 8th grader. There you see 34 is Addison Robinette. She's a freshman. And who else did we see there? Is that 25, I believe, is Best Allison, a freshman.
Yeah, this is a good time to let some of your younger players get some good minutes.
14 over there had the ball. That was Lexi Kelly, an 8th grader. As Cook goes down, and boy, how about some good hustle from Lexi Kelly? She wasn't going to give up the easy one.
Nope. This game might be decided, but she hustled back.
And Coach Hughes loves to see that from one of her young players.
That was all ball.
Number 2 is Kara McDonald, an 8th grader there, bringing the ball up.
Right idea, but just a little too strong for her teammate to catch.
There she is. So it's going to be Wardlow bringing it up for Frankfort, and Robinson maybe going to get one more shot. No, it's going to be Gaines. No good, and that'll do it. 54-36 is your final. Western Hills comes out on top. It's a victory for Jana Hughes, and that will end their losing skid. And for Frankfort High, they will continue looking for answers as they move on in this season, and particularly as they face more 41st District foes. We will take a quick break. When we come back, we'll have your Esprit Credit Union play of the game.
Esprit Credit Union wishes all our local teams a great season. Score $5 for the high school of your choice simply by opening a spirited account featuring your school colors and mascot on your debit card. Show your support, Flyers, Panthers, or Wolverines. Who will raise the most? Go to Esprit.org today. Choose wisely. Western Hills, Franklin County, Frankfort High. Let the rivalry continue. Federally insured by the NCUA.
54-36, Western Hills Lady Wolverines come out on top in this one over a game Frankfort Lady Panthers team, but they just ran out of steam as the Wolverines take this one. And now it is time for our Esprit Credit Union play of the game, where the Wolverines really started to put the hammer down on this outlet pass right here.
The excellent running of the court by Western Hills there, and way to be court aware, looking ahead. Love it.
And that was a good example of a player finishing a layup right at the goal, because we saw a few of those that didn't.
That's right. You got to hit the
quite
easy
connect.
ones.
So that was a good one for Hellard. So, yeah, this was a game that, again, if you just look at the score, you'd think that it was a blowout. But that lady right there, Charlie Ann Robinson, she really showed a lot to me tonight for that Frankfort team.
She really played her heart out. And it was unfortunate in the fourth quarter. She had some good looks. They just did not fall for her. Western Hills with the sneaky inbounds play. Looking inside. Great ball movement by Hills there.
Yeah, and, running out of the steam, that was somewhat, figuratively, but also literally, and particularly for Robinson. She left it all on the court tonight, so you really can't fault her or blame her for coming up short on some of those shots down the stretch.
No,
Because
she was having to carry him.
yeah, she carried the load tonight for sure, and I'm sure she will continue to need to do that throughout the season. And like I said, as they continue through this 41st district season, because they've still got several matchups to go with some of their other crosstown rivals. So this was our third FPB game of the week, doubleheader, and in the last week worth of games. So we look forward to more. We've got a whole season coming up for you. So for Meredith Plant, I'm Jason Hyatt. We'll catch you next week on the FPB Game of the Week.
Thank you.